Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
United States architect, 1902 to 1978. Kill by throwing stones at. People wanted to stone the woman who had a child out of wedlock. United States jurist who served on the United States Supreme Court as Chief Justice, 1872 to 1946. Material consisting of the aggregate of minerals like those making up the Earth's crust. Stone is abundant in New England and there are many quarries. Remove the pits from. United States journalist who advocated liberal causes, 1907 to 1989. A crystalline rock that can be cut and polished for jewelry. She had jewels made of all the rarest stones. United States feminist and suffragist, 1818 to 1893. The hard inner, usually woody, layer of the pericarp of some fruits, as peaches or plums or cherries or olives, that contains the seed. You should remove the stones from prunes before cooking. A lump or mass of hard consolidated mineral matter. United States filmmaker, born in 1946. United States jurist who was named Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court in 1941 by Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1872 to 1946. A lack of feeling or expression or movement. He must have a heart of stone. An avoirdupois unit used to measure the weight of a human body, equal to 14 pounds. A heavy chap who must have weighed more than 20 stone. Building material consisting of a piece of rock hewn in a definite shape for a special purpose. He wanted a special stone to mark the site. Of any of various dull tannish or gray colors. United States architect, 1902 to 1978. Kill by throwing stones at. Throw stones at. Pilgrims lapidate a stone pillar in commemoration of Abraham's temptation. United States jurist who served on the United States Supreme Court as Chief Justice, 1872 to 1946. Move back and forth or sideways. The ship was rocking. Hard bright-colored stick candy, typically flavored with peppermint. Pitching dangerously to one side. Material consisting of the aggregate of minerals like those making up the Earth's crust. That mountain is solid rock. Cause to move back and forth. Rock the cradle. United States gynecologist and devout Catholic who conducted the first clinical trials of the oral contraceptive pill, 1890 to 1984. A genre of popular music originating in the 1950s, a blend of black rhythm and blues with white country and western. Rock is a generic term for the range of styles that evolved out of rock and roll. A lump or mass of hard consolidated mineral matter. He threw a rock at me. Figurative, someone who is strong and stable and dependable. He was her rock during the crisis. Christianity, the abode of Satan and the forces of evil, where sinners suffer eternal punishment. A demon from the depths of the pit. Set into opposition or rivalry. Pit a chess player against the Russian champion. Lowered area in front of a stage where an orchestra accompanies the performers. Remove the pits from. Pit plums and cherries. A sizable hole, usually in the ground. They dug a pit to bury the body. A trap in the form of a concealed hole. A concavity in a surface, especially an anatomical depression. The hard inner, usually woody, layer of the pericarp of some fruits, as peaches or plums or cherries or olives, that contains the seed. A surface excavation for extracting stone or slate. A British term for quarry is stone pit. A workplace consisting of a coal mine plus all the buildings and equipment connected with it. Mark with a scar. An enclosure in which animals are made to fight. Auto racing. An area at the side of a racetrack where the race cars are serviced and refueled. Commodity exchange. The part of the floor of a commodity exchange where trading in a particular commodity is carried on. United States journalist who advocated liberal causes, 1907 to 1989. United States journalist who advocated liberal causes, 1907 to 1989. A precious or semi-precious stone incorporated into a piece of jewelry. A person who is as brilliant and precious as a piece of jewelry. A crystalline rock that can be cut and polished for jewelry. He had the gem set in a ring for his wife. Art highly prized for its beauty or perfection. A sweet quick bread baked in a cup-shaped pan. A crystalline rock that can be cut and polished for jewelry. United States feminist and suffragist, 1818 to 1893. The hard inner, usually woody, layer of the pericarp of some fruits, as peaches or plums or cherries or olives, that contains the seed. United States filmmaker, born in 1946. United States jurist who was named Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court in 1941 by Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1872 to 1946. United States jurist who was named Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court in 1941 by Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1872 to 1946. United States jurist who was named Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court in 1941 by Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1872 to 1946. Based on a scale consisting of 12 semitones. A chromatic scale. Being or having or characterized by hue. Able to refract light without spectral color separation. Chromatic lens. Mark for deletion, rub off, or erase. Kill these lines in the president's speech. End or extinguish by forceful means. Thwart the passage of. Kill emotion. Drink down entirely. She killed a bottle of brandy that night. The act of terminating a life. Be fatal. Cigarettes kill. Be the source of great pain for. These new shoes are killing me. Cause the death of, without intention. She was killed in the collision of 3 cars. Cause to cease operating. Kill the engine. Cause to die. Put to death, usually intentionally or knowingly. This man killed several people when he tried to rob a bank. Deprive of life. AIDS has killed thousands in Africa. Destroy a vitally essential quality of or in. Eating artichokes kills the taste of all other foods. Hit with great force. He killed the ball. Hit with so much force as to make a return impossible, in racket games. She killed the ball. Overwhelm with hilarity, pleasure, or admiration. The comedian was so funny, he was killing me. The body of an animal, or bodies of animals, killed by a person or another animal. The destruction of an enemy plane or ship or tank or missile. The pilot reported 2 kills during the mission. Tire out completely. The daily stress of her work is killing her. Informal terms for personal possessions. Overeat or eat immodestly, make a pig of oneself. She stuffed herself at the dinner. Fill with a stuffing while cooking. Have you stuffed the turkey yet? Senseless talk. Don't give me that stuff. Obstruct. My nose is all stuffed. The tangible substance that goes into the makeup of a physical object. Wheat is the stuff they use to make bread. Press or force. A critically important or characteristic component. Suspense is the very stuff of narrative. Cram into a cavity. The child stuffed candy into his pockets. Fill tightly with a material. Stuff a pillow with feathers. Information in some unspecified form. It was stuff I had heard before. Miscellaneous unspecified objects. The trunk was full of stuff. Treat with grease, fill, and prepare for mounting. Stuff a bearskin. Unspecified qualities required to do or be something. The stuff of heroes. Artifact made by weaving or felting or knitting or crocheting natural or synthetic fibers. She measured off enough material for a dress. Having substance or capable of being treated as fact, not imaginary. Having material or physical form or substance. The tangible substance that goes into the makeup of a physical object. Coal is a hard black material. A person judged suitable for admission or employment. He was university material. Concerned with or affecting physical as distinct from intellectual or psychological well-being. Material needs. Concerned with worldly rather than spiritual interests. Material possessions. Derived from or composed of matter. The material universe. Directly relevant to a matter, especially a law case. His support made a material difference. Information, data or ideas or observations, that can be used or reworked into a finished form. The archives provided rich material for a definitive biography. Things needed for doing or making something. Writing materials. Remove something concrete, as by lifting, pushing, or taking off, or remove something abstract. Remove a threat. Kill intentionally and with premeditation. Go away or leave. Dispose of. Cause to leave. Get rid of something abstract. The death of her mother removed the last obstacle to their marriage. Shift the position or location of, as for business, legal, educational, or military purposes. He removed his children to the countryside. Degree of figurative distance or separation. Just one remove from madness. Remove from a position or an office. Remove something concrete, as by lifting, pushing, or taking off, or remove something abstract. Buy and consume food from a restaurant or establishment that sells prepared food. Take out or remove. Take away apart from, diminish. Remove from a certain place, environment, or mental or emotional state. Transport into a new location or state. Get rid of something abstract. Take from a person or place. Break from a meeting or gathering. Remove something concrete, as by lifting, pushing, or taking off, or remove something abstract. This machine withdraws heat from the environment. Cause to be returned. Lose interest. Retire gracefully. Pull back or move away or backward. Keep away from others. Take back what one has said. Make a retreat from an earlier commitment or activity. Withdraw from active participation. Release from something that holds fast, connects, or entangles. Remove, a commodity, from a supply source. The income or profit arising from such transactions as the sale of land or other property. Be capable of holding or containing. This box won't take all the items. Remove something concrete, as by lifting, pushing, or taking off, or remove something abstract. Take the gun from your pocket. Serve oneself to, or consume regularly. I don't take sugar in my coffee. Make a film or photograph of something. Take a scene. Be designed to hold or take. This surface will not take the die. Require, time or space. Take somebody somewhere. Can you take me to the main entrance? Have sex with, archaic use. He had taken this woman when she was most vulnerable. Have with oneself, have on one's person. She always takes an umbrella. Receive or obtain regularly. We take the Times every day. Admit into a group or community. Head into a specified direction. Pick out, select, or choose from a number of alternatives. Take into consideration for exemplifying purposes. Assume, as of positions or roles. Interpret something in a certain way. Convey a particular meaning or impression. How should I take this message? Lay claim to, as of an idea. Accept or undergo, often unwillingly. Make use of or accept for some purpose. Take a risk. Take something or somebody with oneself somewhere. Engage for service under a term of contract. Shall we take a guide in Rome? Be stricken by an illness, fall victim to an illness. Take on a certain form, attribute, or aspect. Take as an undesirable consequence of some event or state of affairs. Get into one's hands, take physically. Can you take this bag, please? Require as useful, just, or proper. It takes nerve to do what she did. Occupy or take on. Receive willingly something given or offered. Be a student of a certain subject. Proceed along in a vehicle. Point or cause to go, blows, weapons, or objects such as photographic equipment, towards. Ascertain or determine by measuring, computing or take a reading from a dial. Take a pulse. Be seized or affected in a specified way. Take sick. Buy, select. I'll take a pound of that sausage. Carry out. Take action. Experience or feel or submit to. Obtain by winning. Winner takes all. Take by force. Take into one's possession. I'll take 3 salmon steaks. The act of photographing a scene or part of a scene without interruption. Travel or go by means of a certain kind of transportation, or a certain route. He takes the bus to work. Colorless glass made of almost pure silica. A protective cover that protects the face of a watch. A rock formed by the solidification of a substance, has regularly repeating internal structure, external plane faces. A crystalline element used as a component in various electronic devices. A solid formed by the solidification of a chemical and having a highly regular atomic structure. Glassware made of quartz. The ripened and variously modified walls of a plant ovary. The ripened and variously modified walls of a plant ovary. An object occurring naturally, not made by man. Coldness due to a cold environment. A lack of affection or enthusiasm. Calm and unruffled self-assurance. He performed with all the coolness of a veteran. The property of being moderately cold. Fearless self-possession in the face of danger. A lack of affection or enthusiasm. The absence of heat. A lack of affection or enthusiasm. Sexual unresponsiveness, especially of women, an inability to achieve orgasm during intercourse.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.